Hey, it's to the point with Mike, Leo, and Vince.
No, we ain't drinking no Bud Light. Some other sissy shit.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, fellas?
Not much. What's going on, guys? Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Y'all thought we were gone, but we ain't going nowhere. Shit.
She had a couple of had vacations.
No
Vacation
vacations, you know?
season, so it'll be sporadic.
We were
throughout the
living.
summer.
We were living our dash.
Yeah.
Well, Vince was, and then me, and then
What's
Mike's
up?
fixing up.
Mike's is coming out.
These Mike's is
Yeah.
coming up here. So hey, man, we gotta take care of ourselves mentally, not just physically. You know?
It's
Yeah.
funny
It was
we all
because
go,
it was just this
we
month
all
that just
go to
passed.
the same area to do
I know,
it.
but this month that just passed was actually nobody fucking put it out there because we're all into the, I don't know, rainbow colors and stuff like that. But it don't matter, whatever. There are people, you're human beings like me, and so I'm nobody to criticize. I don't know, it's just fireworks, man.
Oh, is that what it is? Because it sounded weird on the freaking headphones.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
like
yeah.
somebody's throwing a trash
is
can
it?
around.
That's
Oh,
fireworks,
okay.
man. It's my neighbors.
No, we're good. We're not in. We're not on the. We're not in.
It
on
is
the front line
fireworks,
or
but
nothing
yeah, it
like
sounded
that.
like somebody was throwing a trash can against a wall or something.
Yeah, I know. No, it's fireworks. People start a little early with the fireworks here where I live at. But like I was saying, this past month was what was it? Men's
What?
mental health or something like that, wasn't it, Vince?
I think you used to be.
Used to be. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
used to be. It's like I was
June
saying.
is typically Pride Month. Yeah.
It is what it is. I don't. They're
It's
like I
over,
said.
though.
Like
It's
I said,
over,
they're
though.
human
You know what
beings
month
like
it
me.
is,
I ain't
though?
gonna judge them. They can do whatever they want to do.
I don't know who started it, but it's Maga Month.
Maga Month.
You Make America
When?
Great Again Month.
When? What month?
July.
Is it really?
So you're supposed to have like some part of the American flag in your profile pictures for your social medias.
Really?
So we changed ours up a little bit. Not on here yet because I'm not into it
Right.
that much, but kind of. But yeah, a lot's gone on in the news.
Man.
I mean, you were up
know.
in Georgia for a couple of weeks, and Vince was up in Georgia for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was
And,
actually in the same
I
area,
was
but I was
here
in
working.
North
Yeah, sort of
Carolina
somewhere in
this
the same
time.
Yeah, I mean, there was pictures floating around the internet of you guys at some Pride Parade in Denver.
Yeah, we were there for a little bit. We were
But,
just scoping
you know,
it out, Mike.
some
I
of the
mean,
guys, yeah.
just because we showed up doesn't
Whatever.
mean we're.
You want to
Yeah.
have a good.
Anyways.
You want to
Yeah.
be able to form an opinion about something. You got to experience it.
Yeah, man.
If
Shit.
you got that, if you've seen that photo, you hit it a like on it. It's in the comment section.
Yeah, it's somewhere around.
Yeah.
hidden. It's
So a
just
lot has happened in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, man, a lot's happened.
I think shortly after our last episode, there was a missing sub. Maybe while we did our last episode.
I think
I'm not
while we were
sure.
doing our last
Yeah.
episode, it was
Yeah.
happening. Or
This
something like
little
that.
the sub that goes down to see the Titanic. Anyways, the thing was like put together out of Harbor Freight and Camper
Right.
World.
But you see how like they distract us, and right now everything is pretty quiet, or we think it's pretty quiet. I mean, I haven't seen the TV because I've been, kind of disconnected myself for a little bit. But I haven't seen anything like on the news or anything. Or have you guys seen anything? I mean, I don't know.
About what? I don't watch the news.
Anything like important, like wow, like it's
Well,
out there,
I
like
mean,
the submarine. Like to me, there was a distraction.
There's
They were distracting
more
us from
to it.
whatever.
I heard there's some
is what it
people in
is.
other countries calling for investigations into some cell phone records before, but I don't know. I mean, there's conspiracies. I even threw it out there. What if nobody was on the sub?
I don't. Think
I mean, it
any-
was a billionaire and his son.
I don't think they were on
Another
the sub.
billionaire. This was one of the. So one of them was come from one of the wealthiest families in Pakistan or something like that. Then there was an English billionaire and his son, I think.
So-
I might have the countries
So a
wrong.
bunch of billionaires are getting on a sub the
French
size of a
explorer.
minivan.
To me, it looks smaller, man. For 8 days, and other people have paid this $250,000. They paid. I mean, they did. I guess I hate to think that that's how they would want it to go, but
right.
the scariest thought was that they were sitting on the bottom of the
So
ocean
this
somewhere
is who
running
it
out
was.
of air.
There's the Ocean Gate CEO and founder was on there. A British businessman, a French diver, a Pakistani billionaire or billionaire, whatever you want to say.
Billionaire.
Billionaire. Yeah, there you go. I'm Hispanic, so give me a sec. Sometimes my little thing comes out. And his son were on there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's messed up. But the scariest thought was that they ran out of air.
They say they were on there.
That they were sitting down there with no lights on, just Like, could you
Can
imagine what that would be like?
I couldn't imagine getting on the damn thing to begin with.
No, I wouldn't do it. And here's the thing, like, billionaires we're talking about that are on there. Not all of them, but a couple of them were billionaires. And the other ones were millionaires.
Yeah,
So
but there was a lot of hate thrown at them, but I don't think that's justified.
Especially if you're a billionaire, you're going to get on a sub that has not been tested for what you're doing.
This guy sold it, though. He sold his sub, he drove it home that this thing was
I'm sorry,
reliable.
if I'm a billionaire, though, I'm taking a military sub that I know is going to do it and not have any issues. Now, I'm going to have I'll have a freaking bedroom.
Well, yeah, Vince, but this thing they said they had already been down there 4 or 5 times.
This thing was tiny.
So you get in it, and then they bolt you in from the outside. There's no way to get out. So the one scenario was they ran out of oxygen at the bottom of the ocean. The other scenario is that even if they came up somewhere and were lost at sea, they're going to die of no oxygen also because they can't get out. But right around the time that we knew they would have been out of oxygen, the Navy came out, or somebody leaked that the Navy had information that the thing imploded the day it lost communications.
Right.
So that I don't know what that would have been like, but from what they describe, it would be instantaneous, and they just like imploded, and they didn't see it coming. They didn't suffer. They were just immediately done.
It was it'd be like being an Air Force pilot and get shot out of the sky with a missile. You just blow up, man. And you're just gone.
They just turn on the light switch, boom, done.
Of course, then they reported later that they found no signs of human remains in the sub. But then later...
Yeah, I heard they did.
Now they're saying that they did. But they did wait. It was a few days later. And I still think that... I'm wondering if they're just making that up because of the people that are just not believing that this really happened.
But they said originally, like, when it would implode, that it, they were immediately... vaporized, incinerated,
right.
Gone.
That's what they're saying, that there wouldn't be any remains.
Right. So now they're telling me, I guess if you can picture a soda bottle, or like one of our water bottles, you just put the cap on and then you go put it in the pool and try to take it down to the bottom of the pool, and that thing's the pressure of it. And that thing was put together with parts from Camper World, and it was controlled by a Logitech gaming controller.
Yeah. And another thing worth mentioning was people that worked for the company that built the sub put out statements and reports that it was not ready, that it was there could be catastrophic implements for
it wasn't third party tested or nothing like that enough times.
And their own people were saying it wasn't safe. And then yet the CEO of that company supposedly piloted it.
What if they didn't go down there? What if they all retired somewhere with
that's what I
some
think
side
happened.
Money,
A friend of ours that we all
maybe
know,
they were escaping reality.
Sent us all a text. They've already got a documentary out about it.
Yeah, there was something on, I think it was Netflix.
It was pretty quick.
I don't know if that was about this one, though, but I think the picture was on there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But they might have been, I think it was a documentary about the Titanic, and it had footage of this sub, because I remember seeing this sub before, but I don't know. I think it's crazy that people would do that. Like, they say space is more explored than our ocean. Our ocean floor has seen less humans than outer space has. Isn't that kind of crazy?
Yeah,
Can you imagine the stuff that's down there that we've never even known about?
It's funny. I was actually on a boat tour on my vacation up in North Carolina on Lake Lunar.
Never heard of it.
And part of the tour is they're talking about Indian tribes, and there was actually even a town down that used to be down underneath that lake, in the valleys of the mountains in that area.
That when they did the dam system or something.
Yeah, and it's all underneath there. There's actually there's still they're crumbling and falling apart, but buildings down underneath the lake. It's pretty crazy. That's just a lake. Yeah. Like you said, imagine what's in the ocean. Crazy what you might find down there.
You think that there's more ocean than there is land?
Well, there's
Yeah.
definitely more.
Yeah, there's
More
more.
water.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
more water.
I used to know the percentage. I really don't know what
I
it is
don't
now.
know what it is. Global warming, who knows? But I've seen videos of like that iceberg that's like 100 miles long or something like that, and it's like 150 feet tall. You can't get past it or anything like that.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theorists.
I'm good. I don't think I would go down to the-
Underwater? No. No, I don't even like going out there in a boat. You just, I mean, I'm not scaredy cat or nothing, but fire happens, something
Scary,
happens.
Man. It's just you're out there in the middle of nowhere, man.
Yeah.
You don't know what the hell's under.
I don't like the thought of drowning. Like I don't like heights either. Like, but I'd rather
Can
get.
you imagine being out there treading water?
I'd
for
rather
days?
get in a plane than
Yeah.
a submarine.
I can remember years ago, my brother
That's
had a friend
scary
from
shit, though,
Connecticut that moved down to Sebastian,
Scary.
Florida, and went out one weekend with some buddies out of the inlet in Sebastian, Florida, and they got marooned or something. Their boat capsized, and they were out there for days.
I'd cry.
Days.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
cry.
man.
I'd be out there crying for my mom. Boy.
Imagine being
like little
s-
bitch, boy.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
I couldn't
to you,
do it.
boy.
I would drown.
I'm starting to cry now just thinking about it.
Could you tread water? How long do you think you can
know,
tread
right?
water for if your life depended on it?
I can't, man. Just the
I
anxiety,
would, me
man. Just
too.
the
Me
anxiety
too.
and just the panic
I'd
attack,
fucking
man. That I'm
drown.
just like,
I got
slowly
yeah, and I don't
dying.
float like that either. The fucking
slowly
vultures would be coming after me and stuff like that.
that's
I'd
what I'm
be
Yeah,
saying.
fine.
and
I'm slowly.
I'm better
and
off
dying.
staying out of
Burning.
the ocean.
And-
I'm better off
and-
staying out of the ocean.
Like around here, and then like imagine you're out there, you're like burning under the sun too. You know, just the different kinds of ways you're being tortured.
Fish.
Like you said, you might see a shark
Killer
swim
whales.
around. I'd
There's
be
killer
freaking
whales.
out, boy.
There's killer whales.
Don't
out
eat
there.
me, please, please.
Your skin
please,
burning
please.
from the sun, dying of thirst, dehydration. Ah,
And you got to get away from each other because in desperation, one could drown the other.
yeah.
You know,
Just to try to
it'd
survive.
be like, man, you better get away from me, man. keep treading.
Scary,
Yeah, man,
if
it's
you
messed
think
up.
about
I'd
it,
be
it's
scared to
scary.
death,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
just couldn't handle all that.
I couldn't have it either.
So yeah,
Shit.
we got the sub thing that happened. There's
Probably no
been
people in there.
what? No people on the sub? You think they're in
I
some
don't know.
Caribbean island or something like that?
Probably got paid off. They got a reimbursement. Go somewhere else, on a different island, and start a new company.
Yeah.
Well, they all got the money to start new lives.
So I wonder what that was distracting us from. You know, what was the distraction? Was it that the Biden family hired a criminal defense attorney?
Well, what was that report that was coming out?
The Durham report.
Durham report was coming out around
Durham
that.
was actually testifying in front of Congress
Yeah.
while this was all happening.
And there was something else too.
Vince, is that thing moving on you?
Yeah, like the whole thing's like coming, but it's staying.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like it's moving. It's about to smack you in the face. Anyways, yeah, the Durham report, which is good either way because whatever he said was in front of Congress, so now it's public record. So, yeah. So what else was going on while we were on hiatus? While I was working and y'all were on vacation. There was some fake pictures of Trump going around the internet, especially Twitter. Some AI generated pictures of him and Fauci hugging. Have you seen these?
No.
No, I heard about
let
it, but
me
I haven't
see.
actually seen it.
Let me see if I go in there. Okay, let me see if I get this pulled up here.
Oh, and they were hugging.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's just freaking scary and horrible about the AI shit they can do now.
Yeah, so
Like I've seen it on the
here's
other
what you
side
got.
where they use it against Biden. I've seen it.
Trump with his hugging Fauci, you know, giving him like a bro hug over here, all friendly and stuff like that.
Made up.
Yeah, but it actually came from the DeSantis war room, I believe.
Really?
Or either that or they shared it, one or the other, but it was pretty low blow, considering that's what most of us in the center to the right, I believe, the more libertarian conservatives are against using fake media or fake news or AI-generated campaign ads and stuff like that. And DeSantis kind of just like shrugged it off. So I think it's pretty bad. I don't think I could. There's call for, an apology, but it's been over a month now since those things came out.
Yeah.
And it's gone. It's yesterday's news. Do you think it's going to be DeSantis,
For what?
the nominee?
The nominee.
You mean over Trump?
Yeah. We talked about our predictions.
You think
a couple
he's going
weeks
to win
ago.
the preliminaries?
Who do you think's actually going to be? First of all,
Okay,
there's polls going around. Everybody's asking the same question. I seen it from wearechange.org earlier. I think that's how it is. I seen it from other institutes, and we've talked about it before. Our friend John on TGI Now has an opinion about it. Do you think there's going to be an actual election in 2024?
Yeah.
It's like a trending question that you won't find on trending lists, but
Yeah, I think there'll be...
I do too.
I think there'll be an election. But then back to your prior question, no, I don't. The only way I think DeSantis wins the preliminaries is if Trump somehow gets indicted or something along those lines happens, takes him out of the running. I don't see him beating Trump in the polls.
Here's my problem right now. Like, I'm seriously disappointed in Trump. He keeps going back to the last election, which most Americans want to move on from that, even his base. We know what we know and what we feel inside, and we know we were done wrong, but the country wants to move forward, and they want him to move it forward. He just needs to shut up about the last election.
Yeah, no,
Just
I
to go
agree.
forward, man, there's plenty of talking points to hit Biden with, or whoever their nominee is going to be. But my other major disappointment with him is his personnel. He's had a horrible track record of picking the best people to put around him, and he gloated about all of them, and then always turns around and then goes to war with all of them.
So
Here's part of the
reason for
like,
that.
what's
though.
going on though?
But here's part of the reason for that. So these people that he's picking are being put there in front of him, and they're purposely being a kiss ass, his best friend, his biggest supporter, and secretly they've been working for the Democrats.
I don't know, but
Even his vice
the ones
president,
that are
his vice president turned on him.
Pence. He's
Pence.
running
But
for
Pence,
president now.
Pence
so
never
is
liked
Kelly.
Trump to begin with.
Yeah,
that was all
not
bullshit.
Kelly, well, he was political. That was all political. And that's how they do that.
Yeah.
You don't really get full say of who you pick to be your running partner. Usually, the party forces you to pick somebody that's going to bring in more older generation conservatives or more moderate, depending on who you are, how popular you are. Your VP's got to widen your voter base to be able to beat the opponent come general election. So that makes sense, but Pence was like a robot to me, and he was useless, especially now.
Rhino.
And then the UN secretary, I think we had their, not secretary, but ambassador, the conservative woman who said she would never run against her boss, meaning Trump, and now she's running against her boss. DeSantis, who utilized Trump every chance he could to get elected, is now running against him.
I think
there's other Republicans who were in his camp are now running against him, or other Republicans now for his opponents.
I don't take
it's just,
what's her name running as bad as DeSantis, because in her case she has no chance. Everybody knows she has no chance. She's just getting her name out there at this point.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody knows her name. I think she thought there might be a window, and I don't think she's even ranking on the polls. I'm not sure. I can't. Maybe when we take a break, I'll pull up some polls and I'll get something ready together for us. But I really don't think so. I mean, when you've got DeSantis out there, Vivek Ramaswamy, there's other ones that are, I can't drop it to mind. The Miami mayor, he's running. Pence, a couple other ones from the last administration, they're going to be running. But meanwhile, you got RFK on the left who can't get his voice out there. And I don't mean that because he's got a speech impediment. I mean that because the Democrats won't give him the microphone. But he's going around and he's doing quite a bit of interviews on Twitter and on YouTube and stuff like that. A lot of the YouTube videos, though, are getting taken down. Big names like Jordan Peterson. I don't know if the I forget who else had him on there, but YouTube videos got flagged because his stance on vaccines and stuff like that. He's a little
I think it's
more on the conspiracy side also, but he's a Kennedy. His uncle and his father were assassinated.
I think it's a mistake for them not to let him get his voice out there, because I think the people that are on the fence that don't want to vote for Biden, that may sway to Trump, the people that are disappointed in the Biden administration now would vote for him, but I don't think it would be enough where he would win the preliminaries. And I think it would hurt Trump's votes if his voice was out there a little bit more, to be completely honest with you. Because I know some people that are Democrats that absolutely are so disgusted with the current presidency that their plans right now are to either vote for Trump or DeSantis, because if their option's Biden, they're going to go against their party. And I think somebody like Kennedy running, his opinions might sway some of those people that are on the fence away from Trump. So I don't know. I just think that they're actually making a mistake by not letting his voice be heard.
Well, I'll tell you why. This is why. Gavin Newsom, governor of California. I don't believe it's going to be Biden. I believe somehow, some way, this is going to be your next Democrat.
I don't think
president.
Biden, health-wise, will make it. Like, it's.
I don't think so either, but I
not
think
saying he's going to die.
I think either way, with rumors that they've hired a criminal attorney based on record storages and stuff like that, plus everything that's going on.
Why'd they hire a criminal attorney?
Right. Well, we already know Hunter's in some legal battle, but he got a sweet deal for all his troubles that we know he got charged with. He won't do any time. Meanwhile, they're still stacking up charges against a former president who had every right to do what he did. And there was some fake AI audio recordings about that also. I don't know if you guys heard those, where he was bragging to somebody in the media that, he's got these papers that he could have classified while he's president, but he didn't, and now he can't, and he was showing them the papers, and they were trying to say he was showing classified documents. He even admitted it. But it's Trump. He's going to bloat and brag about anything. And also, it was fake. Good Lord.
Yeah, it was fake,
It don't sound like no fireworks. Maybe it is. Who knows? But yeah, it was all fake stuff. So, anyways, you guys want to take a break, and we'll come back, and there's a few other things. We'll regroup on. So,
break sounds good.
Yeah, we'll be right back, guys.
Hey, it's To The Point with Mike, Leo, and Vince.
What's happening? We're back from a little break there. Don't mind us. That was. Did you guys hear about? Damn, Vince. Only when we go to record. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, we're supposed to do a cage match.
That's what they were talking about. Yeah, and now there's rumor that.
Match?
Yeah. There's rumor that an Italian.
What does that mean, though?
Well, there's rumor that an Italian official offered the Roman Colosseum for this.
Oh my god!
And it's actually like
that's awesome.
It's actually a possibility. Mark Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk.
Yeah, I know. I heard something.
And what were they gonna do?
I don't remember.
Match.
Mark
Zuckerberg does like some Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Both guys have a fighting background.
Yeah, Elon Musk has been training with one of the UCF guys. Oh yeah, I seen an interview with Dana White on TMZ. They're gonna. Well, I don't know. It's somebody probably stirred some shit up on Twitter, and it went from there. And it's probably gonna generate millions of dollars for charity. It'll be the biggest fight of the century.
For charity?
Yeah, but either way, it'll be the biggest fight of the century.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg versus social media tycoon.
Zuckerberg
billionaire
made the comment that he could beat. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
Conor McGregor.
No, not Zuckerberg. The other one. Mike, help me out. Oh, Musk.
Musk.
So supposedly he said he could beat Musk in a fight, and then I guess somebody interviewed Musk and asked him, and his response was name the place, or something
right.
like that.
Yeah, and it's something a popular fighter always responds to
Right.
challenges with, and so then like Zuckerberg called Dana White, who is the guy from UCF, right?
Yeah.
And was like, "Is this dude serious?" And he's like, "Yeah, let me find out." And he texted him. He's like, "Yeah, definitely." So that's pretty crazy. I think that's wild that they're willing to do that. God help us that something happens to Elon's head, though. I mean, this
Right.
guy's going to control all humans here shortly with the Neuralink and all that shit.
That's just funny though. Like it's just like okay, people will donate money to these people that they don't even know, but yet they won't donate or help out somebody that they know in their own community.
They
or
got to
whatever.
get something for it. Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like it's just sad, you know. Like these people are they want to see this, so they want to see it happen. So guess what? I'm gonna go ahead and donate my dollar that I'm gonna donate. But yeah, there's other charities out there that, you know, like, are not as viral as this, but then are also good for other stuff and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You
I
see
like
what
the
I'm saying,
silent giving.
Yeah.
What we do where we all get together and work.
Right.
We do it silent without,
Yeah.
you know, and we donate quite a few gifts for kids at Christmas time, and I like doing that.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that like,
yeah.
but
They got to
like,
get something for it.
right. You
So
know,
they're going
like,
to pay, instead of donating that money, you're okay with that money going to charity to see Mark Zuckerberg and Elon
Right.
Musk. But think of the pay-per-views, though. Look at the money people spend on just regular pay-per-view fights.
I'm curious.
Watching dudes beat the
I'm
snot out
curious
of
to
each other.
see the comparison between what kind of pay-per-view ratings this gets versus like a big-time, pro fighters for a championship. Like, I'm just curious where this is going to kind of like rank.
This will be the Dana White said this will be the biggest fight of the century.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably going to blow them all out of the water.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think for sure. And then what's funny, I've heard people talk about, Jack Dorsey making a special entrance, and then who is the former owner of Twitter, and then possibly Jeff Bezos and stuff like that.
so who's the fighters?
Their
Elon Musk?
imagination gets wild with it. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg.
So is this a celebrity death match to the
I
death?
don't know.
Now that
In
would
the Coliseum, who knows? I don't know how much truth has actually come from that Coliseum story, but it's come up for them to say anything about it.
Yeah.
For planning reasons. You don't just throw that out there without being able to back it up. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. But we never even talked about it, but make sure you like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, preferably our Rumble channel. A lot of people are jumping ship on the YouTube and going to Rumble. For now, it's on our financial interest to stay with YouTube because we don't pay for this at all. And we don't get paid for it either. So make sure you follow us, subscribe. Anyways. Oh, you can listen to us on all the audio platforms too. But Leo, you wanted to talk about something?
I'm reading still about the fight with the Elon
and
Musk and stuff like
Zuckerberg.
So you
Yeah.
hadn't heard about this before?
No, I've not heard about this, so that's why I'm reading about it to see like.
So,
Yeah.
It's just-
earlier,
When I heard about it, I thought it was BS.
yeah. Do you see
I was
any
like, no, they're
stats
not.
on him?
No way.
Like Elon's like 2 something. He's a big dude.
Yeah,
man. I
he
think
is.
he's bigger than me.
He's I think I heard he's
Yeah,
got
I'm not
30,
big.
40 pounds on Zuckerberg.
Yeah, man. Why would you want to beat each other up like that? And Elon's in his 50s, and Zuckerberg's in his late 30s, 40s. I don't know,
Yeah.
but man, what if something like Elon can't afford a hit to the head? From what I understand, his mom is not very happy about all this.
My guess would be this is going to turn into more of a wrestling match on the ground. Like, I mean, I don't know if I actually picture these guys actually boxing, like throwing blows to the head. Because, like you said, I mean, guys are fucking
Elon Musk will whoop
billionaires.
his ass.
Huh?
Elon Musk will whoop his ass. I put my money on Elon Musk. If I had to put my money
I
on,
hope so.
I'd have
I
to put my
hope
money
so,
on.
too.
I'd have to put my money on Elon Musk.
Yeah. That's, I mean,
but then again,
if I
looks
had
like
to put a place, I'm not a betting
but then
man,
again,
but if I had to,
what's
that's what
his
I'd put it
name?
on.
The white boy on the left, on the right here. What is it? Mark Zuckerberg. The motherfucker look like he's got long arms. Skinny, tall like that. He's got long fucking arms. He could reach out pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
There goes.
But Musk is taller, so he should have a fairly good reach too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be something good to
so
watch.
here's
but I ain't
his
gonna pay
mother's
for it.
Twitter. Here's his mother's Twitter,
What'd she say about
and
it?
it's hold on, let me pull it up on the screen so we can see it. Elon, please don't do it.
She put that up
Yeah,
there
She put that up.
Yeah.
That was her Twitter. I think that was hers. Let's see.
because it's a picture.
No,
of her.
that's not hers, but
Yeah.
she retweeted it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
somebody else put it out there, and
Yeah,
she agrees with
Somebody
it.
else made it. She's very critical of this situation,
Yeah.
I guess. Obviously, any mother would be. Especially your son's
Well,
one of the world's
especially-
richest and smartest men and has
Right.
the most control right
And
now.
especially since this is something that's
I
it's
wonder
not
how
like
she
his profession.
feels.
It's not what he has.
She's got to be proud as hell.
Like, I wonder how she feels. You know, like I gave birth to this man, and he's the
He's
smartest
amazing.
and the
Right.
richest.
Like, I
person.
don't know if he's really amazing or not, but
Right.
he's
On the
got
surf-
the world by its balls.
On
is
the
what he
surface, he's amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, from what we know of him. But
does. Yeah, so
That's
we were
crazy.
talking earlier, yeah. That's going to generate a lot of money. I don't know what the logistics are of it, who's going to collect the money, where the money's going to go.
yeah, I haven't heard about what charity it's
If
going
it
to or
even
anything.
happens, who knows? I don't know.
I think they each
I mean,
have.
I really don't want nobody.
I think they
beat the
each
shit
have
out
their
of each
own
other.
charity, and they're probably dividing it up and putting the money to their own charities.
Who
but-
wins what and goes where. I mean, they have a lot of money. A lot of people don't really care for billionaires right now. You know, like them ones that were in the sub, like they got a
Well-
lot of hate. Nobody, a lot of people didn't feel bad for them at all.
What's going on with these billionaires
messed
right
up.
now that they want to get in subs and
Well, are they
getting
getting
boxing
in subs?
matches? Right.
Again, are they getting in the subs, or are they just taking their retirement?
Are these billionaires helping with the distractions?
I don't
Who
know,
has the
man.
most to benefit?
And whatever
Who
happened
has
to,
the most to benefit when they're you know, from certain things that our country might be doing behind our back? The richest people in the world are the ones that are running a lot of this stuff behind the scenes.
I wonder if they have a WhatsApp just for them.
The billionaire chat?
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Hopefully they got
Probably.
something better
I
than
wonder
the
if
WhatsApp,
I wonder
but
if you
yeah,
could look it
something
up.
like
I wonder if you could look it up on WhatsApp. See if
Yeah, but what's to keep somebody from posting it?
See
Like
if I can
trolling,
find 'em
like
on there,
Elon posting screenshots of Zuckerberg and friggin' Alibaba
probably-
or some
they're
shit.
probably
There's not
not-
many of them though. I mean,
they're probably in an office laughing. Let's see what the fucking world says.
I don't
if we're
know,
gonna go
but
on a fucking
they're all in touch. Like the newer generation of billionaires and millionaires, they're all in touch though. Like with the other big players, like Dana White. I mean, he's got both
Right.
of them on speed dial. Like, I mean, of course, he's in the fighting business, and that's always. He's got Trump on speed dial too. You know, like that's a big money
Yeah.
gambling arena. But social media sites, I don't know how I feel about just like CEOs beating the snot out of each other. Like,
My-
I don't know, and they're like a lot's riding
Stupid.
on Elon. You know, if he ain't lying, I mean, we need him to take us to Mars. You know, or whatever. But I don't know.
That's just crazy,
So,
man. Like, how are you gonna? Like, how do you think this way, man?
I want to see Trump and Biden do this.
Ah,
Imagine the ratings
No,
on that.
man, that's gonna be so sad.
Yeah, it would be actually.
That's gonna be so sad.
it,
But
would be, it would be sad.
RFK is gaining steam, though. I mean, he's not much there on the polls. Let's look at the polls on Real Clear Politics. I don't know if this makes any sense, but Trump in the Republican presidential nomination category as of the 30th.
So yesterday.
No, Joe Biden's job approval was 44%, 55% disapprove.
Right.
yeah.
That was a Fox News poll. 44 approve to 55 disapprove of Joe Biden. As far as Thursday, the 29th, the Republican presidential nomination, Trump's got 56%, DeSantis 22%, Pence for Nikki Haley is the one we were talking about. He's got 3%. Scott I think that's the gentleman from South Carolina, Tim Scott. He's got 4%. Vivek Ramaswamy 5%, but I don't know why he's after Scott. Chris Christie's got 1%. Hutchison, Elder, Burgum. There's a couple other that I don't even know their names. Trump's got a 34% spread over DeSantis in the 2024 Republican presidential nomination right now. As far as the Democratic one, Biden 64%, Kennedy 17%, Williams 10%, with a 47% spread over Kennedy, which is sad because I think Kennedy makes a whole lot more sense. He's kind of like the Bernie Sanders, but I don't think he would shut up and fall in line like Bernie Sanders did after he got smashed by Hillary Clinton. He should have ran as an independent. And I think that's what will end up with Robert F. Kennedy. If he doesn't run as an independent, I think he should. I don't know. I don't know what he should do, but he's definitely going to take votes away. Maybe he should be a Trump Kennedy ticket. You know, he's not very pro 2A, which is concerning, which right now, starting today in Florida, what?
You can conceal carry without.
Officially, you can't open carry.
You're right. You can conceal carry without a conceal carry permit.
Right. That's correct.
And what is actually
It goes into
concealed
effect
carry?
today.
So you can carry a firearm on your body, but it has to be 100% not visible.
Right. And they're pretty laxed about what's not visible and what's visible. Like
Right,
if
I
it's
mean,
in print or
right,
it shows a
an
little
in-
bit.
An imprint's fine. I guess
But
if
it could be fully loaded.
if you reach upward and it, exposes for a second, that's not really breaking the law. But if you're like constantly doing it, they might say,
Well-
"Hey, you got to do something."
I wonder how many people are not renewing their concealed carry permits.
Oh, yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you gonna?
I mean, why am I gonna waste my money?
Oh, all right. Well, mine's already gone, so I
Yeah,
for a while there, I wasn't
was
carrying,
I was
but-
planning on still going ahead and renewing it, and I actually started the process. And so this is the first time I've had to renew it because they're good
Right.
for what, like 5 years.
Something like that.
Yeah, I can't believe 5
And,
years went by that quick. Why do I
So
have to pay them?
I have to
own a gun?
resubmit. I have to resubmit fingerprints.
Oh,
So that was right there. I was just like, well, I'm gonna be able to legally carry in a couple weeks anyways, without it. So I'm like, I'm not sending my fingerprints in again.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already on file because I did get it, which is something part of me regrets. I should have just carried without it. But
chances are they already knew who you were, anyways.
right,
This information state here, the surveillance state.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go in this county, you're being tracked.
monitored. Yeah, absolutely.
Everywhere you go. Remember when we always talk about those
That's where all our tax money goes to.
license plate readers,
Yeah.
but I think they're actually cameras or something like that. And
No, there's cameras that.
yeah,
are,
there's definitely a camera in there, but I
absolutely.
wonder. I don't know anything about them, but they're everywhere now. Everywhere.
Everywhere you turn.
They used to be main intersections,
Nope, now they're
Right.
like
everywhere.
off main highways.
almost every intersection.
But now
has them
they're
now.
at the in and out of every freaking neighborhood,
Yep.
Mhm.
and it's
They're
like,
gonna
it's
catch you.
almost scary.
They're gonna catch you regardless.
Yes, but
you know.
still, man, it's
That's like all
scary.
these gated communities that end up putting them in. Of course, I understand why they do it.
The what gates?
Huh?
Gates?
Yeah, for like,
Right.
cars coming in and out, it's on
Right.
camera. But when somebody wants to use AI to help like track somebody, our cops are going to use it. They're going to be able to just tap into that and follow a car along cameras like you've
Yeah.
seen done in the movies. They did it in one of the Fast and Furious
Oh
movies.
yeah, they can see who's
can act-
driving when they go through
Right,
the
you
red
drive
light
by an
camera.
ATM, the ATM camera, or the ATM has a camera that's pointed to where people are driving
And
by.
I thought there was like legislation or something or court ruling against red light cameras. Well, they just took it a step further and were like, okay, well, never mind the red light camera. We're going to put a street sign camera,
Yeah.
have nothing to do with the red light. I don't know. It's pretty scary. It's kind of like a surveillance state,
It is scary though. It's like I mean, if you know you're not doing anything bad, hey, don't worry about it. But then there again, they're still monitoring you every move you do, to the left, to the right, back and forth.
Mm.
They're seeing what you're doing. Like, why? I'm not a bad guy. I don't need you to be following me like that everywhere I go. You know,
We've
because every time you go to the intersection, they're taking a picture. They're seeing your information.
We've done just fine to this
Right?
point without
So could you
without
imagine-
all that kind of BS.
Yeah. So could you imagine how many times they get pictures or they get notified of something going on?
Yeah,
It's
but
quite a
it's
bit.
something that raises the red flags that probably shoot it and save.
I wonder if it's
like,
I wonder if it's in the system. Okay, this is the tag number that we're looking for.
There's probably
And it
like
reads it
a
right there,
bulletin
then boom.
of tag numbers that would probably raise a red flag for a camera.
Yeah.
And that probably a whole software system, a big old
Oh, yeah.
surveillance system. If your car was reported stolen, but yet one of these neighborhood cameras picked it up, and they know exactly which main road you came off of, where you turned off into, and they've already got a picture of it, so they know it's a car. I think that's happened to our own sheriff here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened to him.
I think it was a red light camera, or
Yeah.
not a red light camera, but
one of those tag
one of
readers.
those, whatever they call them. I don't
Yeah.
like them. They're
Uh,
everywhere, though. They're everywhere.
They are everywhere you turn, and then everywhere there's one, there's always a cop, a couple miles down the street from one,
Yeah,
just waiting for that,
waiting
just
for it to do
for that
half
red light
its
to
job.
go off and just boom, and then
Yeah.
in their description be like, oh yeah, there was a cop, right around the corner. Oh yeah, what a coincidence.
I remember way back, like I'm going maybe 6-7 years.
Right.
I was heading into town to go to the 4th of July fireworks. Matter of fact, it's almost 4th of July. But I got stopped by a state trooper, and it was the first time I heard of one of those license plate readers. He wasn't even in the intersection when I was, and wasn't even on the same road I was. Never got behind me, but his computer told him, go pull me over because my tag was expired or something like that. And that's what he told me. It was his tag. That was the first time I heard of them. They were never on the roads at that time. Now they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
I used to see that. You remember seeing those squad cars that would have all the freaking antennas on them and stuff like
Yeah,
that? I think that's what the originally was. Now it's probably just like
An
freaking
antenna on the
an
dashboard.
app on their computer or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
And it's crazy
Something
how
else
technology
big.
moves, and then it's crazy how technology, like moves throughout the years and stuff like that. But yet, this guy wants to go inside the ring and mess up his brain.
Yeah. He wants to control the AI from doing bad, but yeah,
Right.
we're gonna let him get his head knocked around.
Right.
I don't think we should allow this to go on. I don't
Yeah.
really give a damn about Facebook and Zuckerberg.
Right.
I'm a little concerned with the guy who's got the space rockets, the at the social media site and space rockets, and the Neuralink is what I'm concerned
Right.
with.
The guy that's helping hopefully do good with the AI rather than
Well,
bad.
that's why he got back into it, because he
Right.
was afraid of where it could go. So, okay, well, what happens when these good guys that control this stuff move on? How do we pick? Who picks? Because we got no choice.
Yeah, we got no.
Who takes the reins in the new Lex Luthor, or the Dr. Science? I don't know, whatever. But there's a bunch of fireworks going off in the neighborhood, and it's only July 1st. Maga Month. Almost
that what
4th
that
of
is?
July. It's Maga Month. Yeah,
Maga
see the
Month?
American flag.
Make America great again.
Yeah, whether you're for Trump or not. We were talking about that. We didn't play that video, did we?
No.
The video
Dude.
about DeSantis versus Trump.
Yeah, let me see what happened to it. It was pretty good. Anyways, you still think it's going to be Trump. So Trump's going to be...
The only way I see that not
Everybody.
happening is if
That's what the polls look like.
yeah, I mean, unless he gets in trouble and is unable to run, which that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get him indicted before that happens. But in all honesty, it should get tied up in court longer than it shouldn't see results from it before this presidency is over.
Of what is that?
He shouldn't be able to get indicted. Like, it should get tied up in court longer than this election.
Trump.
What's been reported, yeah.
Okay, so I don't know.
I know you lost Mike.
Well, I'm over here.
Mike is trying to look
multitasking.
Too
For
busy
the video.
searching for something,
Yeah,
not
he's
listening.
I'm listening to you though, Vince. I understand what
All
you're
right,
saying.
so let me.
I was trying to figure out, see if Mike understood what you were saying.
Well, I want to play this for our audience because
go
this
ahead,
is the
play it.
type of stuff that's going on inside the conservative right. There's a war, and it's getting pretty juicy. Let me see if I can't switch this over here. Some people might have already seen this, but
to protect our LGBTQ citizens. If Caitlyn Jenner were to walk into Trump Tower and want to use the bathroom, you would be fine with her using any bathroom she chooses. That is correct.
In the future, can transgender women compete in this universe?
Yes.
Make America great again.
I cannot think of anything more horrifying.
It really has shut down drag.
Just produced some of the harshest, most draconian laws that literally threaten trans existence.
Congratulations, Ron DeSantis. Mission accomplished. You win.
yeah. So, what do you think about that?
I mean, that was put out by DeSantis'
I hope our audience is able to hear.
promoters, correct? People backing
It says
DeSantis.
DeSantis War Room, and I believe that's his campaign. I guess I don't know. I don't know nothing about it, but they've shared stuff. And I thought that was pretty powerful, probably to some Gen Zers. Not millennials, but the next group.
I mean, it
What
doesn't.
do you think?
It doesn't
Yeah,
do
for
anything
sure.
for me.
That doesn't do anything for me.
I mean, does it upset you that they made it out for Trump to be so LGBT?
Yeah, I mean,
I think it
it's-
was a different scenario 6 years ago.
right.
Or 8 years ago. I think that the conversation was different. Now it's a lot more radical, and I don't think he would be
Right.
on
Things
board
have
with what's going on.
gotten out of control since a lot of the stuff that Trump was being questioned about. Things have changed since then. So
And they always find those little videos and put them
Right.
together and, make one big video of, it's like, come on, man. Like,
But, like-
that's not what he was trying to say, like, put into contact, like.
it's
Like
not.
it's-
He's not saying he's okay with what's going on right now.
Right.
That this is old
That was
footage.
what 6 years ago. The
Maybe,
footage that
yeah,
they're
this
using?
probably could
Yeah,
be
man,
throughout
like-
whatever, but
It's like this so old news, man. Like, get over it. We live in now. What you did then is.
But people see, the people that don't know
I don't think
will
he
see
would
it
say.
and they think it is now.
I don't
No,
think
I don't
he's
think he would
okay
say-
for drag shows in front of kids.
Right.
I don't think he would be okay with that today.
No.
That I think the random and seldomness of the situation 10 years ago was a different conversation than it is today.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you have groomers and pedophiles and predators mixed in with this group who want to indoctrinate the kids, and how dare you have an opinion about it
Right. And I
You
don't
know,
think Trump would
and
be
call
okay.
you all kinds of names for being aware or raising awareness about
Right.
it. So
I don't
think any of them should be.
I don't think Trump would be okay with, some of the books that are in the schools and stuff like that now, but that kind of stuff, when he's talking, that kind of stuff wasn't an issue. That's all come to light more recently. But I agree. I don't think, it's justifiable to what's going on right now.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Everybody say aye. Aye.
Aye. Aye. Make sure you follow us on Spotify, Apple.
YouTube, Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, all the
Definitely Rumble, man. Hit us up on Rumble, even if you just have an account, you don't really use it. Follow us on what you do use, but also go get on Rumble because it's coming along. It's a little archaic, maybe. I think might be the right word. It's not. They don't have like a studio like YouTube yet, but they charge to go live. But so we just upload our videos now to it. So. But make sure you get on Rumble because it's going to help the cause just by getting on alternate social medias and stuff like that. It's a video platform. So Truth Social, I don't know. I don't really go on there, but we've got one. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, Pandora,
iHeartRadio,
YouTube. Yeah, all of them. But our video will definitely be on Spotify and YouTube.
Yep.
And Rumble, so... What do you say, guys? You want?
I think we're pretty
We'll
good.
look at the schedule and maybe we'll post about our next show. It might be a couple weeks again, depending on it's vacation season. So
Yeah, gotta get out of this heat.
So I just figured out why they might be shooting off the fireworks
Why
tonight. And hey, they're celebrating their freedom to be able to carry without a permit now.
maybe,
Could be. Yeah, you're right. Vince.
maybe it's like 1776.
Right.
I don't know. Hey, whatever. Have a good 4th of July.
You
Be
guys have
safe.
a nice 4th of
Yeah.
July. Be safe.
Yeah.
Keep the kids away from the fireworks.
Yeah. Have fun. Don't blow any fingers off.
No.